I gave Cody Rhodes all the WWE titles, simulated an entire year universe mode to see whether the American Nightmare can become the American Dream of championships. We go to WrestleMania Backlash, start off, and Cody Rhodes has no match. The super duper champion of WWE does not have any match on the card. But hey, Massey and Mansoor are on the card, so that's perfect. We move on to the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view where Brock Lesnar, yeah, he's back. Brock Lesnar is getting a title shot against Cody Rhodes, who brings out the Raw Championship belts. He's supposed to be defending the WWE title, but instead he brings out the Intercontinental and US titles for some reason. I guess he pulled the WWE title out of his ass or something. Anyways, this was a very tame Hell in a Cell. Like, it was no weapons, no crazy spots, no nothing. Cody Rhodes hit the Vertebreaker and then the Crossroads and pinned Lesnar, and that was it. There literally nothing else was special about the match, so Cody Rhodes squashes Brock Lesnar like a bug. NXT in your house. Cody Rhodes, who nearly burns the NXT arena to the ground with his pyro, defends the NXT Championship against Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is able to hit a shoulder block to the outside and kind of clipping through the ropes, but Cody Rhodes is able to respond, throw him in the ring, hit a springboard dropkick, and then he follows it up with a Vertebreaker and Crossroads combo, and he actually kicked out. He kicked out of that. And the match finally ends when Cody Rhodes arm drags Braun Breaker onto the mat and pins him 1-2-3. So Cody Rhodes retains, and Braun Breaker failed to break Cody Rhodes' soul. So at Money in the Bank, it's Reigns versus Rhodes for the Universal title. Cody Rhodes is able to lock on a crossface, but Reigns fights out of it and throws him in the post to hit a alley-oop bomb, but only get a 2 count. And then Cody Rhodes recovers, he hits the Crossroads, and he kicked out. He kicked out of the Crossroads. So Cody Rhodes picks him up, hits the Cody Cutter, and pins Reigns 1-2-3. Cody Rhodes retains, and Reigns is sad, I guess. Later in the night, there's a Money in the Bank match between these 8 guys. And at the end of it, Xavier Woods is able to climb the ladder, grab the briefcase, take it down, and Xavier Woods becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. Let's see how this affects the future. To determine who would fight Cody Rhodes at the Great American Bash, there was a battle royal, and in the end, Carmelo Hayes picked up the win. However, at Great American Bash, when he took on Cody Rhodes for the North American title, it didn't really turn out that well. Cody Rhodes was able to put him away with the Crossroads, pin him, and Cody Rhodes retains the Great American Bash. So at SummerSlam, Roman Reigns is going for another title shot, but there's a catch here. If Roman Reigns loses, he cannot challenge for the Universal Championship for the rest of the year. And that is the stakes of this match. Universal Championship versus Reigns' ability to fight for the Universal title for the rest of the year. It's a big fight feel at SummerSlam as Cody Rhodes takes on Roman Reigns for the second time with the stakes at the highest they could possibly be for both guys. Anyways, let's get on with the match. A Vertebreaker from Cody Rhodes to Reigns, but Reigns is able to kick out of it. And then after that, Xavier Woods comes out, cashes in from behind, clocks Rhodes in the back of the head, and cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase to make it a triple threat. Cody Rhodes hits a Crossroads, but it's broken up by Woods. Then a Vertebreaker to Xavier Woods, but somehow he finds a way to kick out of that. And then Reigns hits a Superman punch and follows it up with a spear, but it's broken up again by Xavier Woods. Woods hits a spinning punch onto Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes rolls out of the ring. Roman Reigns hits a powerbomb from behind and wins the Universal Championship. In the craziest of ways, Roman Reigns, thanks to Xavier Woods, wins the Universal Championship. So at the Clash of the Castle, it is Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, defended against Cody Rhodes in their third and final encounter. So let's get to it. Cody Rhodes hits a crossface, but Roman Reigns is able to get out of it, and then a cravat by Reigns, but Rhodes is able to get out of that. Reigns rolls out of the ring, but Cody catches him with a suicide dive. Cody hits a Vertebreaker and then goes for the Crossroads. Reigns counters that and hits a flying clothesline. And then Reigns hits a Superman punch and a kick out of that. And Paul Heyman then distracts Cody Rhodes to give Reigns an advantage. But at the end, Cody Rhodes hits a moonsault and then a Crossroads, and then he kicks out. Cody Rhodes was able to get him back up, hit a Cody Cutter, and pin him 1, 2, 3, and Cody Rhodes wins back the Universal Championship, thus ending this feud. Extreme Rules. Cody Rhodes does an open challenge match for the United States Championship. The man who answers the call, Rick Boogs. And Boogs puts up a pretty good fight in the match. Boogs is able to put him through the ladder that he set up. However, Cody's able to recover after hitting a Russian leg sweep into the barricade, throws him back in the ring, and then Cody Rhodes grabs a ladder of his own and throws it in the ring. He puts it in the corner, looking like he's going to put Boogs through it, but he psychs him out and he hits a crossroads and pins Rick Boogs to retain the United States Championship. After the match, Solo Sikoa comes out of the crowd, ambushes Cody Rhodes, and hits a Samoan spike, declaring that you took out our leader, but we're going to come after you now. And then it's made official. At the Survivor Series War Games, it's going to be Solo Sikoa and the Usos versus Cody Rhodes and 2 partners of his choosing. Who are those people? Well, for the War Games match, Cody Rhodes picks Jeff Hardy and Vince McMahon as his partners. Well, Cody really doesn't have any friends or anything, so he just kind of has to go with the wind. But unfortunately for Cody, these picks backfire because Vince McMahon eats a Uso splash and gets pinned. And because of that, the Usos, or the Bloodline, is able to get their revenge. And it's not really surprising that Vince McMahon is the one to lose because, well, obviously. So at NXT War Games, Cody Rhodes is placed in a War Games match, and he is the team leader as he takes on a team led by Carmelo Hayes, who was a guy that Cody Rhodes beat months ago. And in the end, Carmelo Hayes' team wins after the 6 other goofy goobers fight in one ring, and Carmelo and Apollo Crews are fighting in the other. So Carmelo hits like a leg drop and pins Apollo Crews as the other guys in the other ring go like, "What happened? I can't believe we lost." At day 1-ish, Cody Rhodes is forced to defend the Intercontinental Championship against the guy who pinned Vince McMahon months at Survivor Series War Games, Jimmy Uso. Unfortunately for Jimmy Uso, things don't really work out that well. Cody Rhodes is able to hit a crossroads onto Jimmy and pin him for the 1, 2, 3. And Cody Rhodes, despite losing in War Games, retains the Intercontinental Championship at day 1-ish. So, after NXT War Games, it was decided that there would be a 4-way dance match. The winner goes on New Year's Evil to fight Cody Rhodes for the North American Championship between Tyler Bate, Carmelo Hayes, Joaquin Wilde, and Ilya Dragunov. And the winner of this match is Joaquin Wilde. Yep. Out of all people you could expect, Joaquin Wilde is the one that wins. Anyways, let's move on to New Year's Evil. At New Year's Evil, Cody Rhodes defends the North American Championship against Joaquin Wilde. For some reason, the NXT North American Championship is glitched and it looks weird. But anyways, Cody Rhodes is easily able to dispatch of Joaquin Wilde, hits a crossroads and pins him, as Cody Rhodes holds the North American title that's clipping through his arms and his tights. Now we go on to the Royal Rumble, where Cody Rhodes is defending the WWE Championship against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins throws everything at Cody Rhodes. He goes for a Revolution knee, hits it, kick out by Rhodes. But Rhodes is able to get a crossroads in, and Seth Rollins only kicks out at 2. And then Seth Rollins hits a middle rope curb stomp, spiking Rhodes' head into the mat, but Rhodes still kicks out at 2. And then Seth Rollins is like, fuck this, and just goes pedigree and curb stomp combination for a 2 count. Cody Rhodes kicked out of a pedigree and curb stomp combo move. Cody Rhodes is eventually able to go crossroads again, but Rollins counters it and then kicks him right into the chest to pin Cody Rhodes and rip away one of his championships legitimately. Kind of a crappy ending, but the bigger news is the fact that Cody Rhodes actually lost the match. Now it's time for the Royal Rumble match itself. Solo Sikoa enters the match to represent the Bloodline. AJ Styles looks to get thrown out, but then it's broken up. However, AJ decides just to leave the match. He's just like, I'm done here, brother. He just decides to leave and walks into the post thinking that he's leaving the ring. And then AJ just disappears. He just disappears out of the air, like into the void or something. But anyways, Cody Rhodes enters the match. I don't know how, because he's the Universal Champion, but he enters the match and looks to I guess, fight Rollins at Mania again. But unfortunately for Cody Rhodes, he gets dumped out by Solo Sikoa. And then Solo Sikoa gets tossed out by Braun Strowman. Roman Reigns returns. He makes his grand return. And then Jey Uso enters shortly after. Jey gets tossed out as Gulak sidesteps him. And then Reigns gets thrown out by Strowman. And then number 30, Xavier Woods is at number 30. In the final two, Strowman and Woods. Strowman power slams Woods and then throws him over and bumps him off the ropes to win. And it's now official, Rhodes versus Strowman for the Universal title at WrestleMania. Now we go on to the Elimination Chamber, where Cody Rhodes is looking to reclaim the WWE Championship that he lost at the Royal Rumble. Unfortunately for Cody Rhodes, he gets squashed in 3 minutes. Seth Rollins just finishes him off with the curb stomp, and Seth Rollins retains the title, squashing Cody Rhodes in the process. So, the Elimination Chamber match. Whoever wins this will fight Cody Rhodes for either the United States Championship or the Intercontinental Championship. It's Austin Theory, Sami Zayn, Omos, Gunther, LA Knight, and Gargano all vying for a spot to fight Cody Rhodes at Mania. Gunther eliminates Omos with a giant powerbomb, and then he eliminates Sami Zayn with another powerbomb, separately of course. Austin Theory gets the A-Town down and takes out Gargano. A BFT to Austin Theory eliminates him, and then finally a Celtic Cross by LA Knight to Gunther eliminates Gunther, and LA Knight is going to WrestleMania to fight for the Intercontinental Championship against Cody Rhodes. We now are at NXT Roadblock, where Cody Rhodes defends the North American Championship against Trash Bag Grayson Waller, and unfortunately for the Trash Bag, Cody Rhodes is able to hit a crossroads to finish off Grayson Waller quickly and easily, and now Cody Rhodes has retained the North American Championship. NXT Stand and Deliver. JD McDonough challenges Cody Rhodes for the NXT Championship. JD McDonough is able to lock on an abdominal stretch, and Cody Rhodes gets out of it in the craziest way by jumping up, head scissoring him, and then hitting a crossroads to put down JD McDonough and retain the NXT Championship. WrestleMania Night 1. Cody Rhodes defends the Intercontinental Championship against LA Knight. Cody Rhodes is able to finish off LA Knight with a crossroads to pin him and retain the Intercontinental Championship in a decent match, although Cody had most of the control during it, so take it for what you will. WrestleMania Night 2, the main event. Cody Rhodes with the Cody Baiter defends the Universal Championship against the Royal Rumble winner Braun Strowman. Cody Rhodes hits a vertebreaker, but then Braun Strowman immediately gets up like nothing happened. So Cody Rhodes hits a crossroads on Braun Strowman, but Braun Strowman kicks out. So finally, Cody Rhodes just super kicks him straight in the face and pins him 1-2-3 to retain the Universal Championship at the grandest stage. So, in conclusion, Rhodes was pretty dominant throughout the run, except when he had to fight in War Games matches, and Seth Rollins, who is, I guess, now the Rhodes Slayer. Get it? Rhodes Slayer, because King Slayer, Beast Slayer. Alright, anyways, that's the end of the video, so see ya guys.